Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Jazzy of Heroes Tour Sasquatch here, and we are doing another Throwback Thursday. I only watched one movie. It was The Rookie. It was on Netflix, directed by Clint Eastwood, starring Clint Eastwood, Charlie Sheen, Raul Julia, and Sonia Braga. Veteran detectives assigned a rookie partner after his previous partner is killed by a car theft gang. He is determined to apprehend those responsible for his friend's death, but his new partner isn't really up to the task. This movie came out on December 7th, 1990. Had a budget of 30 million, had an opening of 5.5 million, and a gross of 21.6 million. I don't think word of mouth probably helped this movie much. Probably did have a little bit longer run than even movies would today, but it was a Charlie Sheen, Clint Eastwood movie. That's why I decided to watch it. I don't know, there was a lot of like sporadic stuff, and it seemed like there was like scene jumping, and it had like about every like 80s, 90s action trope in it. A lot of with these '90s movies, you have to just remember to like suspend disbelief, not count how many shots are taken and stuff like this, and that's fine. I can do that. But this one, it just seemed like kind of drag on. It had a 2 hour running time. I think it would have been better at about hour 45, hour and a half. Me, I'm always trying to cut movies down. Um, Tom Skerritt's in this. Laura Flynn Boyle plays the early role. Xander Berkeley is in this. I don't even think he has a speaking role. If he does, he has like one line. And Tony Plana is in this as well, and he's like the main henchman for the bad guy, Raul Julia, who is from Adam's Family, of course. You can recognize him as Gomez, probably the most famous role he had. He was in another movie we covered too a long time ago, the Street Fighter with John Claude Van Damme. It was interesting to see him in a role too. He did a very good job. Like the bad guy in it was pretty cool in it, and that was Raul Julia. Clint Eastwood just kind of played like a tough old man guy, and Charlie Sheen just kind of like took his whooping from the old man and really said anything till the end, and then he kind of got serious. And I don't know, it was all right. It wasn't the worst movie in the world, but it wasn't the best movie in the world. If it's on Netflix, it's kind of 2 hours. So I don't know if I would say it's a quick watch, but it's worth a watch. You never seen it. It's an action movie, like I said, from 1990. So there is a lot of action in it, or a lot of cool stuff in it. Like they blow up a bar, and like having a couple cool chase scenes that you don't really get anymore. I mean, it wasn't a terrible movie. It was directed by Clint Eastwood. So, and then is The Rookie, directed by Clint Eastwood. And then in the box office this week, it was pretty easy to write down. The Conjuring Last Rites, $84 million, biggest horror movie opening of the year. I'm pretty sure like worldwide had over like 200 million. Like this movie was a hit. Hamilton had $10 million. It must have been a release from Disney in the collection there with the musical. This is gonna be a very quick streaming Saturday without like an agenda or any movies. The one thing I'm gonna talk about is I read uh, I read someone wrote that this has been the worst summer of movies since um, since 1981. I wasn't alive in 1981. I can't tell you how bad of movies it was. I can tell you that this summer of movies was kind of lame. It's the worst one I remember in a while, but we also had that COVID one, so I don't really count that. But probably the worst one since around COVID time. Um, I don't. I think the Marvel movie we got was afraid to make any type of like jumps or leaps from anything. It was gonna play it safe. It was gonna try and be a hit no matter what. I think that the DC movie end up looking more like an old like a Superman, like a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, like a more of a three or CGI, 3D effects and all this stuff that kind of Marvel has played on, and it kind of got overplayed, and that kind of hurt that movie. Jurassic World really wasn't that great. Kind of weak story. We had no movie, no T Rexes. I mean, Weapons is easily the movie of the year. Sinners came out before the summer, really, so it kind of doesn't really count into the summer movies. I mean, really, honestly, I think that this summer is a wash for movies, even though they did kind of have a lot of big openings and a lot of big stuff. You could just tell by the way the next week kind of happened that it died off quick because there was just no buzz about these movies because all these movies played it safe. I know what you did last summer. Like it played it safe. There wasn't no big shocking surprises and stuff like this. I'm trying to think of all the movies that came out this night I watched. I just went to so many. Yeah, I can't even think of one that really stands out besides Weapons. And I think that's another part of the problem with the movies today is there's nothing funny coming out. Like, okay, Naked Gun tried it; it was funny, but at the same time, it would have been just as funny. It would have been funnier if I would have watched it at home than if I been going to pay in theaters, especially like an hour and 25-minute movie. We had Happy Gilmore didn't hit the theaters, you know what I mean? So we can't even count that into the summer offering of movies. Um, and that, at another point, Netflix kind of killed it these last couple months with we were talking with a buddy about Happy Gilmore and just the documentaries they're coming out with, and a couple other movies. So it is a crazy kind of summer for movies. You expect a little bit more, especially with like the lineup for July with Jurassic World, Superman, and the Marvel movie Fantastic Four. You figured that month alone would have been a huge month, and I just feel like everything fell flat. I feel like there's no like rewatchability to some of these movies. I think that's another problem with movies today. There's just no rewatchability of them. You kind of seen them and then you kind of forget about them. So I don't know. It's just a kind of a crazy summer. I'm kind of looking forward to this kind of fall area because there's a lot of good horror movies coming out. And then hopefully next summer we just kind of pick it up. Sometimes you just have a down year, and I think this was a down year, especially after last year, where I think that there was a lot better quality movies with Twisters, Deadpool, and then Wolverine, um, Aliens. So like the Alien Romulus. So I think there was a little bit better quality movies last year than this year, especially after this. Now that we're kind of done with the summer months, but that's fine. Every year is going to be different. We'll just keep watching them, keep letting you know how they are. Thank you guys very much for watching, and please have a good rest of your day or night. And let me know what you guys think about what I said about the movies today.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.